Self-improvement in 2026, the year you finally get your life together, for real this time. Let me ask you something honestly. How many times have you said, from next year, I'll change my life? Yeah, same here, but listen carefully. 2026 is not another next year. 2026 is that year where life looks at you and says, okay, joke's over, upgrade, or get left behind. And no, this is not about waking up at 5 a.m. drinking green juice or becoming a monk with Wi-Fi. This is about real self-improvement for real humans, the tired ones, the distracted ones, the ones who still open Instagram 5 times while watching a YouTube video. So let's talk about how to actually improve yourself in 2026 without losing your mind. First truth of 2026, your attention is your biggest asset. In 2026, everyone is busy scrolling, busy reacting, busy pretending to work. If you can control your attention, congratulations. You're already ahead of 90% of people. Here's a simple test. Can you watch a 10-minute video without touching your phone? If not, don't worry, you're normal. But in 2026, normal is the new average, and average is dangerous. Self-improvement now starts with one small habit. Do one thing at a time. Eat without scrolling. Work without background reels. Talk to people without checking notifications. It sounds boring, but boring is powerful. Second big shift, motivation is dead. Systems are king. Let's be honest, motivation is like that friend who says, bro, I'm coming, and never shows up. In 2026, successful people don't wait to feel like it. They build systems that work even on bad days. You don't need motivation to brush your teeth right, because it's a system. So instead of saying, I'll start reading daily, say, I'll read 2 pages after lunch. Tiny, specific, easy. Because consistency beats intensity. Doing something small every day will destroy doing something big once a month. Now, let's talk about mental fitness, because 2026 is loud. Everyone has opinions. Everyone is offended. Everyone is an expert. If you don't train your mind, the world will train it for you. And trust me, it's not a good trainer. Self-improvement in 2026 means learning how to pause before reacting. Someone comments something stupid online. Pause. Someone criticizes you. Pause. Someone disagrees with you. Pause. That pause is power. You don't need to win every argument. You don't need to explain yourself to everyone. Peace is the new flex. Another hard truth. Your environment is shaping you more than your willpower. You can watch 1,000 motivational videos, but if your environment is trash, progress will be slow. If junk food is always around, you'll eat it. If lazy people surround you, you'll slow down. If negativity is your daily content, your mind will rot quietly. In 2026, self-improvement is also about what you remove. Unfollow people who drain you. Mute content that makes you angry. Limit conversations that go nowhere. This is not arrogance. This is self-respect. Now let's talk about money, because yes, it matters. In 2026, financial intelligence is basic survival, not luxury. You don't need to become a millionaire. You need to stop being confused. Know where your money goes. Learn at least one skill that can make money online or offline. Stop buying things to impress people who don't care. If your bank app gives you anxiety, that's your sign. Self-improvement isn't about looking rich. It's about sleeping peacefully. Here's something nobody tells you. Health is no longer optional. In 2026, energy is everything. If you're always tired, unfocused, and moody, life becomes heavy. You don't need a perfect body. You need a working one. Walk daily. Drink water like an adult. Sleep like it matters, because it does. The goal is not six-pack abs. The goal is not feeling like a 70-year-old at 30. Let's talk relationships, because self-improvement without human connection is empty. In 2026, quality beats quantity. You don't need 100 friends. You need 2 or 3 real ones. People who tell you the truth. People who clap when you win. People who stay when you struggle. And equally important, learn to enjoy your own company. If you can't sit alone without distraction, that's not peace, that's avoidance. Now, the most important part, your identity. Stop asking, what should I do? Start asking, who do I want to become? Because once your identity changes, behavior follows. If you see yourself as a disciplined person, you'll act disciplined. If you see yourself as lazy, you'll protect that identity too. In 2026, choose your identity wisely. Let me be very clear before we end. Self-improvement in 2026 is not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming slightly better than yesterday. Again and again, you will fail. You will skip days. You will mess up. That's not weakness. That's being human. The only real failure is quitting. So, if you're watching this thinking I'm late, you're not. If you're thinking I'm behind, you're not. You're exactly where you need to be to start. Because 2026 doesn't need a new you. It needs a real you. Upgraded. And trust me, that version of you is going to surprise everyone, especially yourself.